We're doing a snowvalanche.
We did talk about the little 3-year, 5-year plan that I was deliriously having dreams about. And we made a whole plan all the way up until the end of the summer of 2019.
We also started depositing a little check directly into savings, and our savings for the first time was fat. And fat as in more than $500.
We have made the plan to put all my income that I was making from that job straight into our savings account. And we did that for the whole 3-4 months that I was working at that other job, and it really just made things a lot better. We felt a lot secure, especially seeing our savings account increase. So
we also made a commitment not to touch our savings, which
True.
is something that we hadn't done before, because our savings never really were savings. It was this is money that we put away because there's going to be an emergency in 2 weeks, and so that we don't spend this emergency money now, we're going to spend this emergency money later.
Because I feel like every time we grow our savings, there's always some big emergency where it's just completely gone in the matter of weeks.
So when we look at our finances and we figure out where is all the money going and why don't we feel like we have money, it's because we were traveling a lot. A lot of it was familial obligations. So we live in Ohio, or we used to live in Arizona, and we spend a lot of money going back and forth to New York City. Not just to pay for tickets or to pay for gas, but also while we're in the city, we end up buying Ubers and paying for food and going out, and it just cost us a lot of money. So we decided, okay, let us not make any more trips till the end of the year, and let's pay off whatever other trips exist. So his mom, for instance, gifted us a cruise reservation, but we paid off any of those trips that are upcoming that we know that we can pay ahead of time.
But over the last 3 months,
we started this YouTube channel. Jalil started recording his painting.
Yep.
I had been editing the videos, uploading to YouTube, and I started watching YouTube channels and getting acquainted with what folks were doing. YouTube changed a lot since the last time I was here. There were a lot of new people. A lot of the old people I was used to hadn't made content in years. I somehow stumbled across the finance section of YouTube, and I started watching people talk about their personal finances. Through those people, I then found Dave Ramsey and started learning about his theories for financial peace. I thought that some of his principles were probably going to work out really well for us, given that we could just live on one income and choose to focus the rest of our other income solely towards decreasing our debt. I started telling him, babe, we got to listen to this Dave Ramsey guy. Jalil bought a book on investing. So he's been looking into stocks. Now we actually have a savings account that we don't touch, and we do not spend more than we earn, so that's great.
True. We plan on starting the new year with just aggressively paying off our loans. So any excess income that we have for the month, we plan on putting it straight to the loan so that we can get rid of it as soon as possible. And we're thinking about trying to do that twice a month, because I get paid twice a month. Specifically the loans that have the higher interest rates, because you don't really want those to compound, because then they become a pain in the butt later on.
Our loans with the highest interest rates also happen to be the smallest loans. So folks might know about the debt snowball versus the debt avalanche. The debt snowball is paying off the smallest debt to the largest, while the debt avalanche is paying off the largest interest rate to the smallest interest. So the smallest loans also happen to be the loans with the highest interest. So we've already started our snowvalanche. In the next 10 months, the original balance from Oberlin College, which are my original loans, should be paid off. And hopefully within the next 10 months after that, all of the loans from Clarkson University, which were originally Jalil's loans, will also be paid off, and so we will be debt-free.
Yep.
So we anticipate that the amount that we pay each month will differ from month to month, because our expenses will also differ from month to month. So in certain months, like when we get our tax refund, we'll have an excess of income, and so we'll be able to pay off more on our loans. So in certain months, we will also have more expenses to pay, like if the car breaks, which is something that happened to us a lot in Arizona, and so we'll have a little bit less. But we hope to pay at least the average of $2,000 to $3,000 a month on our loans, which is a lofty goal, but hopefully we'll stick to it. And hopefully we'll be able to just live off of one of our incomes, which will allow us to pay off perhaps even more than that each month.
Did set up like automatic payment plans so that at least double the minimum will be coming out a month, and then everything else is extra on top. So it's like we have a baseline and then we're gonna pay extra on top of it.
So what we did for our baseline is that we added up how much the monthly interest is on our loans, on all of our loans. And so we're paying more than the interest is accruing on our loans. So with this method, we're sure that we're going to be paying down on the principal so that the amount that we're paying will never exceed what we actually took out. And on top of that, we're going to be paying the extra lump sum of loan.
If you like this video, like this video. Or like this video.
There.